Asari Dokubo should be behind bars, not Nnamdi Kanu. National Youth Council slams ex-militant. The National Youth Council of Nigeria has chided Niger Delta and former dictator Asari Dokubo for kicking against call for release of leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Vice President Southeast, Smart Uwakwe, in a statement said Dokubo, a militant who had killed, maimed, destroyed Nigerian government facilities and by extension the nation's economy, should be the one behind bars. He reiterated the call for Kalu's release to President General of Ohanaeze-Ndigbo, Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, with terms and conditions for nation's security, peace, unity, and progress. He urged President Bola Tinubu and Nigerians to beware of the cabal of evil forces that derive joy in destabilizing the unity of Nigeria, reassuring Tinubu of Ndigbo's continued contributions to peace, security, unity, and progress of Nigeria. Part of the statement read, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released immediately to the President General of Ohanaeze-Ndigbo Worldwide Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, with terms and conditions for security, peace, unity, understanding, and progress of Nigeria. We reassure President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all Nigeria patriots that we and Ndigbo of Nigeria will do everything possible to ensure that Ndigbo continue to make their contributions for peace, security, understanding, unity, and progress of Nigeria. Be aware of the cabal of evil forces that derive joy in destabilizing the unity of Nigeria. Ndigbo has passed through a lot in the past, and with the focus-driven leadership of our leader, Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, and the collaboration of the youth leaders of Ala Igbo, we will never sit by the fence again and watch the continuous move by some persons or groups to instigate us into activities that will stall the development and economic growth of Ala Igbo and the unity of our dear nation, Nigeria. Wow, okay. The fact that Nnamdi Kanu is literally still in custody and has not been released is just crazy, right? Because right in front of us, and I don't know if Nigerians have just been desensitized and we don't react properly to a lot of things, but what is dangerous about Nnamdi Kanu still being in custody is the fact that the Nigerian government has shown that they can do what they want, when they want, and no one will call them to order. You don't just get here in a day, right? They show this attitude of, I don't care, just using power the way they like. In other ways, in how there's the disrespect for the judiciary, or the judicial system doesn't uphold itself and carries itself the way that it should, it's actually quite shameful. I don't even know what to say to this, because how long? Has it been a year that Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody, and it's just been a legal battle back and forth here and there? And this country has proven to us that if you want to go to court, they will let you go to court, but you will remain there. And that is just the way they're going to fight this battle. And I think that's the dangerous thing that we should actually focus on. Making comments and these organizations coming out to say Asari Dokubo should be in jail, should be da-da-da. We have been talking for a very long time. And I think what we should start thinking of ways, we should actually start taking action rather than talking. But then given the unity that we need, the level of thinking that we're at and where we need to be, it's a big ask, in my personal opinion. But wow, that's honestly very crazy, because the longer that Nnamdi Kanu is still in custody, would they ever release him? We're literally sitting back and we're gonna watch and just see the extent and how far, Nnamdi Kanu. The government is actually willing to keep Nnamdi Kanu, and it is a problem. It is a very, very big problem. And if anything, we should be scared of the government and the people leading us, because if they were to sell us again, let's say, because they've proven that they're not on the side of the people, they're so selfish, they're so, I really don't get it. I really don't. Because with Asari Dokubo, we're just engaging in conversation here and there, blah, blah, blah. The problem is the fact that this government is literally the most dangerous, to be honest. It's not even Boko Haram we should be scared of, because even this government at some point, were terrorist sympathizers, and we're, releasing Boko Haram, and we're trying to get them into education and trying to justify and release them repentant. But you had a government, right, called the terrorists that terrorized its nation at some point repentant, and was willing to forgive, and in fact even recruit them into its army. So if we did not start showing our fear for the Nigerian government, it's not now. We should have. And I think the way we are so relaxed about how the government chooses to take its decisions, Nigeria is really a problem. Nigeria's problem is just, I don't even know where to begin. I really don't, because you have the problem of the government, you have the problem of the people, and especially their thinking. And that obviously affects progression, and goes to the problem of development. There's just so many problems, and everybody has a part to play. And the more we regress in one area, the more we regress in other areas. And it's such a problem. It really is a problem. So I think, saying Asari Dokubo should be, behind bars, not Nnamdi Kanu. I'm just like, wait, relax. That's not the point. Saying that this person should be the replacement is like, what? The problem is to try to make sure the system does not continue like this. The system is a problem, because even if Asari Dokubo was not in jail, would he be released? It's the same thing. If you're going to be against the government, or if you're going to basically fight for your rights, or even express it, and express it to an extent where you have a following, and you have some sort of influence, and you do seem like a threat, then they bug out. Literally, the government will bug out, and it really is a problem. This is actually an issue, and we should take very seriously, more than just Nnamdi Kanu being detained for more than a year, and his harassment, and how that is even, I think, because these things don't get addressed, Nigerians actually forget. And even me myself, I'm realizing that now, because I'm even thinking, wait, how did this man even get, how he got from Kenya, was taken to Nigeria, and then the next thing, he was then released and then taken again. And then it's like, we actually forget the little stories that happen, because we get bombarded with so much that we forget actually the things that this man in American has been through. And it's so sad, because everyone says the international community will hear of this. Hear of what? When the world has wars and other things they can focus on, it's now like, oh, this man is so important that the world will then turn its lens and then focus on Nigeria. That's crazy. Anyways, put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.